Hey everybody, it's Thursday, June 11th, and here's what's inside today. If President Trump means what he says, then we are just hours away from what he calls a, quote, very hard hit on Iran, to be followed shortly thereafter with the seizure of the Karg Island oil facilities. Now, it's not clear what Mr. Trump means by this. Yesterday, you'll recall, he said that the United States had secretly taken hundreds of thousands of gallons of oil from some 200 oil tankers that had been stopped in the Strait of Hormuz. But when Energy Secretary Chris Wright was asked exactly about that during a congressional hearing yesterday, he said he had no information on that. The cost of everything continues to make headlines. Wholesale prices were up 1.1% during the month of May. That was more than what was expected. It's energy that's being blamed. And the European Central Bank today raised its interest rates for the first time in 3 years. They are citing the higher cost of energy because of the war in Iran as the cause. It'll be interesting to see what the United States feels it needs to do in the Federal Reserve with respect to inflation and how to keep prices down. Concern about the impact of AI is real. A new poll from Reuters and Ipsos found that half of all Americans fear that someone in their family will lose a job because of artificial intelligence. Today, the World Cup officially gets underway. This year, it's a group of 48. The group stages begin today. The whole thing wraps up on July the 19th with the final match to be played at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And speaking of sports, it'll be Game 5 coming up for the Knicks and the Spurs. The Knicks won last night in a come-from-behind victory. The place was apparently electric. The photos are terrific. And no one's smiling more than the folks at ABC, which is broadcasting the game. Game 3 had an audience that has not been as large as it was since Michael Jordan was on the basketball court. And finally, it is official. The nation's largest Protestant denomination, the Southern Baptist Convention, has voted to formally ban women as pastors. Now, this basically formalizes what has been a long-standing practice to not accept churches that have women in the pulpit. Over the years, the Southern Baptist Convention has kicked out numerous churches that have had women in their pastoral leadership. That's what's inside today. Thank you for listening. See you later on The Perfect Line.